Good evening, everyone.
Oh.
How are you, Chad? Hope you're good. So, yeah, here we are at Wednesday evening again, already. I'm just going to
James.
put the link in and... Hi, Tim.
Hey.
Hiya, James. All right, I forgot to...
Ad.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Seen it in a bit of a bummer, innit, eh, Amjad? But at least, you know you're safe, if you know what I mean. So, yeah. Do you like my little headline? Ooh, James's question's almost done. See my headline? Maybe Whitfair is busy watching something on...
What?
Oh, no, don't matter if you're not paying attention.
What?
I says, have you seen my headline?
No,
because
you're
watching ad.
Ad look.
Ah, that's good then. So it's just Imran then, Amjad. So what have you been up to, James? Anything interesting? If you want to know, my headline is I've nabbed the cupcake thief. So yeah. Oh, they come back on Saturday, do they? It might have passed by then. And hi, Brissy, how are you? So yeah. Oh, he's working in his train room, is James. So yeah, not really been up to much today. How can I put it? I don't know whether it's because it changing weather, because it temperatures dipping again. My knees and my ankles have been absolutely killing me. Oh, he says his brother's wife.
Send some over here. Got some stuff.
He says his brother's wife don't come over here till August. It's something to do with a passport. Who says it's been snowing?
James.
Oh.
Snowing today.
Ooh, imagine he does live in Canada. So yeah, I mean what do they call it? Shrove Tuesday yesterday, where traditionally everybody has pancakes on Shrove Tuesday, but we didn't because we're not very big pancake lovers. Oh, so it's only a mild case then, Amjad. So, hi, Gordo. How are you?
Hello, Gordo.
So yeah. What I want to say? Oh yeah, we had a bit of a spooky occurrence the other night. Like when we go to bed, Chris goes to the toilet, I go in there, and all of a sudden, bloody telly springs into life, and it says, see, we've got like a sky, it's called a puck. And so suddenly that turned on, and that in due course that turned telly on, and I'm just sat there going, ooh. I says it's turned on all by itself.
It's because ghosts know that we like to watch telly before we go to bed. What it is?
Ah, we did at the church.
Was it the church?
James.
Ah, no.
So yeah. So I mean, you know, nothing bad really happens. It's just sort of scary. Well, things like that happening. But yeah, it turned out on all by itself. I mean, I were in there, but Chris always keeps the remotes on his side at bed, and I were nowhere near them. And they just decided to fire up and everything all by itself. But that's the first time it's actually done it since we've had that telly, isn't it? But anyway, you know, it's no to write home about, but it's just like these small little things that occur, let's just say. So,
there you go.
Yeah, no, you know, sinister or anything. It's just
We got friendly ghosts.
yeah. I think he'll be all right by weekend, Amjad.
He'll be right.
Yeah, I think he'll be all right by weekend.
Running marathon next.
Like saying I'll be running marathon.
No, we just need
Never going to happen. So the cupcakes went down the storm, as you can guess by the headline. Yeah.
Have a look. I can see headline there. Oh.
I nabbed the cupcake thief. Well, how it's come about is on Facebook, Chris keeps posting pictures of the cupcakes, you know, and I refer to him as the cupcake thief because he's always like posting stuff.
It wasn't me.
Not me. But the thing is, James, when I did the baking last night, the thumbnail was how to bake 99 cupcakes. Now, people were under the misconception I were making 99 cupcakes. But no, I only made a dozen. But I tried explaining that here in this country, when we used to go to ice cream man, a cone with ice cream on top and a flake put in it is called a 99. So yeah. But yeah, they're called 99s. You know, we are to flake, it's just an ice cream cone, but with flake stuck in it, it's called a 99. Why? We've tried to get to the bottom of it last week sometime. You know, there's several variations of why it's called a 99. But yeah, some of them, yeah.
Yeah. I think you posted that other day. I've heard that one before.
Web designer.
I've seen that one before somewhere.
Oh dear me. Web designer. Talk about dad jokes. Oh dear me. It's been raining a bit here today.
Chucking it down, or it was.
Well, it's been chucking it down. So links up there if anybody wants to come on panel. Yeah, you know, I know it's early yet, but I'm just telling you it's up there anyway. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
What you been buying this time? Gordo, Amjad says his cousin loves Gordo's music and a favourite with Kate Bush one. There you go. Oh God. Oh, table saw. Oh. What, did he go out and come back in? Oh, that's another thing, you know.
What? If you're looking for Tucker, he's upstairs, mate.
He actually went for an afternoon walk this afternoon.
He did? Woohoo!
He wanted to go out midnight other night, and he actually went. So we're sort of slowly getting back into a routine.
Yeah, it's only going to be two walks instead of 3. £9 up backyard.
But yeah, if he just wants a wee, we have to. Well, hi partners.
I've
got to say, he just asked Chris to go out, but obviously don't ask him. He lets him know he wants to go out. So, but yeah, we're sort of slowly.
Getting back to normal.
Yeah. Well, can't say back to normal because he used to go on 3 walks a day, didn't he?
Yeah, well, he's only going like 2 walks now. But
it makes it a bit easier that it's staying light till about 5:30.
Yeah.
Well, what time would it be? About 3:30, I think it were.
Yeah, like that,
about 3:30. But this time, it didn't catch Chris unaware on toilet.
She's chicken.
I'm not yet.
She's going to get banned.
I ain't plucked up enough courage yet. I'm just... Hi, Crypto.
I don't Crypto, I'm going to message you. Have a look at your next new haircut.
Yeah. I Gordo.
Oh, yeah. So if I show you, how much do you reckon?
I would have said £20 without even looking.
I'd say about 30, between 30 and 50.
Chris was like the first time.
Hey!
What?
That's a £20.
Well, I'm no good at guessing these things.
That's a bargain, that.
Yeah. Said £20, partners.
Ooh.
So what do you intend doing with it?
It's for ripping down plywood.
Oh.
Because that bib I built has got a few problems.
Oh.
Yeah, it leaks in the corner.
Oh, so you've sort of got to go back to the drawing board a bit with it.
And I got a few spots in it. It's a little bit some areas the plants aren't growing very well, so I'm going to move the planters out of it in a certain section.
Oh, is there a reason then? Do you know the reason?
No, I think it's just a little bit too close to the heat source.
So being close to heat source, it's killing them off.
Just cooking a plant. Yeah, it's cooking a plant.
Yeah.
But we live and learn.
Well, this is it. You know, it's like this. You know, things go wrong. It's the same with me with baking. If something don't go to plan, then you know I'm determined to put things right. You know what I mean?
So the other thing is about it's missed the ventilation on it. It's all right, but it doesn't. It needs more ventilation. So I've looked into what they call a Euro style.
Ooh.
It's basically a section at the bottom. It's a hollow section. They normally do it with glass tanks, and it's the vents at the bottom, and it allows air to go up underneath. And
Hi Lee, hi Steve. How are you?
Hello, Steve.
Hope Jackie's had a good birthday. Put Ronnie there.
Oh, yeah.
Wait with fairies like somebody else I know. Biscuit.
Huh? Never.
Ronnie's fast asleep on bed. So, how's little pup doing?
Don't ask.
A bit of a sore subject, is it?
It's a pain in the ass. She is absolutely bull mad. Bull mad. First thing she does is bring the ball to you, and she wants you to chuck a ball, and she'll do that all day long.
Oh, we've got a newcomer. Hiya, Prissy. How are you?
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Getting there. Oh,
Dear me.
amateur. Forgot to pause. Mute YouTube. Jeez. Can't even speak. What the hell?
Partner says typical border collie, Gordo.
She's a nightmare. She's absolute nightmare.
Oh,
Does Ronnie get on with you all right then?
Yeah, they just play fight all the time, and it gets a bit too much.
Yeah,
leave him alone.
right. Sort of after so long, he's going, leave me alone. If you're wondering, Brissy, that dog on bed, that's called Ronnie.
all right.
Oh well.
Yeah,
Hey, Ronnie.
yeah. Gordo's had him from about a year old, weren't it?
Yeah, he's
Nice.
coming up for 5 this year.
But yeah,
Lovely.
got him dinging bell and all sorts. Taught him everything.
Right, yeah. Training him up. Lovely.
But that's the best sort of breed to train. I
Yeah,
think,
smart dogs.
yeah. Biscuit, I think, is sort of, you can learn him things, but when we got him, he was 7. So he'll be 9 this year. So he's a bit, how can I put it? Slow on the uptake.
The puppy rings the bell as well now.
Pup.
Yeah, she rings the bell as well, and she does the touch step.
What's the bell for?
Oh, it's just something we taught her. Something we taught them. Because they're a working dog. They don't just need physical exercise. They need mental stimulation.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
And it's like the thing, if they want a treat, they've got to ding bell.
That's what it's for. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, gotcha.
But the other thing we do hide and seek with them. We put we hide treats in amongst underneath the rugs and on shelves and whatever, and you'll find them. It's all to do with mental stimulation because they get bored otherwise.
Yeah. But yeah, you know what I mean. If we were to do that with Biscuit, it sort of look at us and say, I can't be arsed. You know what I mean? But you see, Biscuit is a cross between a German Shepherd and we're sort of going towards like a lurcher type of dog. But he's got a lot of features that are like a German Shepherd.
All right, so heading towards Alsatian.
Yeah.
Whereas Ronnie's purebred, he's pure Shepherd. He's Czechoslovakian DDR line.
But you see, you know, I think because German Shepherds are that clever, that's why a lot of police dogs are German Shepherds.
They use Malinois.
And they're fearless.
Well.
You know, like
fearless.
this drug dogs or, you know, this.
They normally use beagles for that because they got a better sense of smell.
You know,
anyway.
You know, they don't just learn them to sniff drugs out. It's all sorts of things like
explosives,
decomposing bodies, explosives. Yep. You know, all sorts of things. Money in airports.
Yep.
You know when people, you know when
food.
They're more of a general purpose dog.
Yeah, I was going to say because a lot of people try to smuggle money. Let's say from one country to another, and obviously up to a certain amount it's all right, but over that amount then it's illegal.
Yeah.
So, but you know, I mean, yeah, Biscuit's sort of very food driven, but it's one of these you've got to hand it to him on a plate, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, a bit of a spoil.
Bonnie's too smart for his own good. Too smart for his own good.
But this is the thing. Biscuit likes to lick, right? So we bought him a new bed for in here, so we put his old one in kitchen. Should he need to have like time to himself or whatever. But he thinks we're a bit on the thick side because he goes in there and all we can hear him doing is licking. He likes to lick his paws and, generally clean himself. But he thinks that we don't know what he's up to. And he follows Chris. Yeah, can't even go for a shitting piece.
This is a clever one. You know those split bins with the you push the foot pedal down and it lifts the lid up.
Yeah.
Well, we put some carrot peelings in the top of the bin. Now he loves carrots. He sussed out. He didn't have the bin over. He sussed out to get the lid open and have the carrot peelings off the top.
Clever.
Did you hear that?
Clever.
Ronnie is even sussed out how to use them when you put your
Pedal bin.
yeah. And they make there was some carrot peelings in top, and his favourite thing is carrot. So his Gordo says he didn't have bin over or anything. He must have put his foot on it and got carrot peelings out at top.
Yeah. That's where those self-throwing dog bowl things come in handy for dogs like that. They drop the bowl on the thing and then it throws it itself. They go and catch it and drop it back in the thing and it throws it again. It's just a little machine. It'll just keep doing it all day if they want.
Well, we think that when Biscuit were a puppy, he never got that kind of mental stimulation because we bought all sorts of toys, squeaky toys, rope toys, you name it. And they weren't interested in the slightest.
Okay.
Never been interested in toys at all.
That's another thing with him. He loves his toys, and he knows specific toys as well. So if I say to him, he's got a little squeaky pig, and I say, go and get Piggy, and you run around the box and you'll find Piggy. He's like I said, he's too bright for his own good.
Yeah, but I don't think that Biscuit had the stimulation that he should have done when they were a pup.
Yeah, socialising. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think more. How can I put it? He don't like loud noises, and when Chris gets brush out, he sort of cowers in corner. So we think he might have been abused.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
You know what I mean?
Ronnie used to carry when we first had him. Do you know what I mean? So we were a little bit unsure with him. That's why we taught him the touch with the hands. So you touch, you do it with his hands. So I put your hand out and say touch, you'll touch with your hand. And that's to get him with a pair of hands.
Hey, Jason.
But I think he's been abused myself. And this is another thing. What makes me wonder as well is he can't stand you touching his tail.
He don't like his tail.
No, don't like his tail touching at all.
Did you like it? You don't like it being brushed at all. Ronnie's the same. You don't like his tail.
I mean, Chris can rest his body, but his tail's a no-go zone. Entirely.
And his legs, his back legs, you don't like doing.
I wonder if he's got a dislocation in his tail you can't see.
Yeah. I mean, he wags his tail all right. It's just that when you go near his tail, he don't like it at all.
So something hurts or bothers
I don't know. I don't really know. You know, I sort of, and I am.
Like he said when he was.
I haven't investigated that far, Brissy, because we've had him nearly 2 years, but I won't like to think I was touching his tail. He don't like it, and it bit me. Or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think he would because he's as soft as shit.
As long as that 2 years, is it?
It's 2 years in June.
Oh, it's gone fast.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi, Johnny.
Give me a second.
Hey, Johnny. Hiya, mate.
Oh, only just got inked off.
I mean,
Oh,
you've had only 4 years.
Keena's practices.
No, just bloody them fanning about.
Oh, but yeah,
that'll be
I
my
think it's
day.
about 6th of June. We've had him 2 years. And I keep want to call him Stas. And I did it the other day, and he says, "Hi, Joel, how are you?"
Yo,
yeah.
Goldo in the corner.
Yeah, that's the main
Thank
star
you.
of the show is Ronnie on bed. But yeah, this is the thing. He's had more loving. We've said this a long time. He's had more loving since come to us in them 2 years. I think that he's had his entire life.
Yeah. Oh, hopefully over a bit more time, you just calm down a bit more.
Yeah, I mean, Johnny's met him. Partner's met him, and they'll tell you he's as soft as shit.
Yeah.
Oh, he's lovely dog.
But we were selling a telly, and these 2 women come, and all while they were there, he were growling at them.
Oh, so the woman that abused him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's very face tone, and we're an elderly woman.
That's where I think the tail problems come from. They've grabbed the tail.
I reckon as well. The thing
they pulled him and picked him up by his tail.
Either that, or she's whacked him with a brush on his tail.
Because the mums is all sorted now. All done.
Yeah,
the room's cleared and sorted.
Good.
Got some freebies. That's one of the things you put on your phone.
Ah, has it got a ring light on it as well?
Yeah. That one. You put your phone in it and it projects onto the wall.
Ooh.
Nice.
And also, coming up now with bags of stuff.
But yeah,
we had a load of Luke's clothes and Christine's clothes and that, so Keena's sorted with coats for about 5 years.
If you're wondering, Brissy, his mum's just moved into a new
one. Got a new 3-foot phone wire.
Yeah, I saw that.
Look how long this phone wire is. 3 meters. And another Samsung block. Worth the weight in gold, then.
What is it? Oh yeah, a block for your charger, you mean?
You never have too many of them. Yeah, so that was the last room. Do you know when she moved in, we stuck it all in the spare room?
Oh yeah.
Well, the spare room's all made up now with bed, everything, and all sorted.
Cool.
Nice.
And Virgin Media let her down. Didn't turn up 2 days in a row. She told them, so she rang them up and told them to stick it up their ass.
No, cause you said that she were
Yeah, they didn't turn up again today. They didn't turn up again. They didn't turn up again today.
I know you said they were coming Tuesday.
Yeah, we rang them and cancelled a lot and told them they're disgusting and should be ashamed of themselves. So she got a local digital TV engineer to come and fit her a big new digital TV aerial and all that.
Ooh.
So she's on now. And then she's just going to get internet. I said, well, because it costs 200 quid for a new aerial, a right big aerial, 5G filter and everything on it. So I said, well, I know that's a one-off payment that you aren't expecting. I said, but over long term, instead of having a TV subscription, you're going to save a lot of money at long run.
Yeah, so she just needs to sort some internet out now. Then
just for internet now.
Yeah.
Because when she was setting it up with Virgin, she didn't want any movie packs, any of this, any of that, none at spots. So she just might as well just have the standard TV package, really.
Yeah.
She's been without a TV so long, she was using TV as a mirror to see anybody going past it.
Comes in handy, that.
Hey, baby, just send me that picture of your beard. What you?
How's it going? Has the cat licked it off yet?
Cat licked it off yet.
Hey, it's not doing bad to say it's only
about... though, Christy, as a man, you must try to grow a proper beard just once in your life. I love this. This is staying. This is staying.
You know,
I've had mine for years.
Mine's
this
going to
is
be a fat hero,
the thing, Brissy. Chris knows that I don't like beards. And he says to me the other day, I'm gonna grow my beard. I says, yeah. Hi, Tracy. You know, I says, well, you know, whatever you do, it's up to you.
The same. Got some nice gifts from my mum.
Yeah, I did, love you. Thank you very much. I just have to go make myself a coffee and get one of
I'm going to see if this projector thing works.
Have you had one buns yet?
No.
Remember the other day I was hunting around in my bag for something. I couldn't find it.
Oh yeah, we have photography stuff.
Oh, this is what I was looking for.
Ah.
It don't look a lot, but you do. Right, that's
It's a projector. You put your phone in it and it projects.
that's the normal
External
lens.
flare.
You don't even check
Like that.
Cake's gone yet. Ask,
Hi, Dad.
yeah,
yeah,
ask
yeah.
a silly question. Yeah,
Joel and Crypto said hello to you, Joe.
Oh, tell them I say love. I can come on in a minute.
Should be on in a minute, she said.
I'm just gonna go get
Oh yeah, it's getting there.
Nice.
that is just over a week.
Hey, you're almost ready to come to a protest with me, Chris.
Almost ready to come to a protest with him.
I'm protesting them 15 minutes.
And he's got exactly the same as you, white in middle and got them a bit of dark at side.
Oh shit, that's supposed to happen. Oops.
Another Just for Men candidate.
The door.
But anyway,
The
yeah,
door fell off.
that's only a week's worth. He's only been growing it a week, so he ain't doing bad.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're on about.
It grows fast at the start, and then you get to a certain length, and it
No,
slows
but that's
right
right.
down.
That's that thing for getting. Oh, I might give that to Jeanette actually.
What?
I've got a thing that you slide in between your cushions on your chair
Yeah.
on the sofa, and it's a frame and it has handles on it, so you can.
Ah.
I'll help boost yourself out.
My mum paid £120 for it because my mum's got a weak shoulder. She can't get herself
Yo,
up.
Chris will tell you, Johnny. It's like a mission impossible. Me getting up and everything.
Oh, it's brilliant.
I'm like a bowl of Rice Krispies. Everything goes snap, crackle, and pop.
Damn.
But yeah, my ankle.
I'll let Jeanette have it. She said pass it on to somebody. There we go.
But yeah, funnily enough, I made a dozen cupcakes, so that meant there were 4 each.
You all right with it?
Chris has had his quota.
On to the next.
I've got 1, and Callum's got 2. So he's, yeah, normally it has gone before anybody's. See you later, James. So yeah, so we sort of have to ration.
Wait, you're gonna damage it.
You know, we have to ration them. If I only make a dozen, because
Hang on, this is it, Jeanette. Wait.
ooh,
You slide it in. This bit goes. Let go. This bit goes under the cushion.
yeah,
That's the legs that goes to the floor, and then you just use your handles to push yourself up.
wow, thank you.
Good,
Oh, you can have
good
that.
idea.
Hey up,
It's all adjustable depending on how you chair you're in.
yeah. Joel, this is the thing, because he knows I don't like beards. When I give him a kiss, I'm like this.
Tracy holds mine down. She goes.
Well, he's not got to that point yet. It's got to a point where. But you see, the thing is, knowing me, I'd get what's it called, beard rash.
Beard rash.
Yeah, I've got really sensitive skin. So
Once it hits a certain length, it just becomes really soft.
yeah, but
It's getting past that prickly part. That's the hard bit.
That's what he were doing yesterday, because he were driving me round twist. He were going like this all day.
Yeah, he's got to get past that. That'll go away.
But we've got some like
And so will
moisturising cream. And I
so
said,
will the
for God's sake, I says, put some on it. I says, because you're driving me round twist, keep scratching your face. But
Plus, once it gets a bit longer, it won't feel so pokey to you when you kiss him. It'll just be soft. You won't even notice it.
Did I put that in?
But yeah, same as Johnny said to him other day. He says just bear with it.
If you could get past that itchy stage, you'll be all right.
Yeah,
That's it.
Yeah,
That's
that
the hard
itchy
part. Getting past that issue.
Drives you up the wall that first few
Especially
weeks.
here.
underneath. Yeah,
Yeah, when you grow on a full beard, under your chin, on your neck, God, that gets itchy.
I always I don't know why WKZ. Yeah. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it.
Right, let's try this.
No, it weren't sexy at all, Joel. It were just sending me round bend. But the thing is, he put some of this. It's called zero base cream, and he put some on it. I don't know whether it moisturised it or what, but it seemed to ease it a little bit. Oh, Dave, I couldn't remember your name, honestly. I know we've been subscribed to each other for a long, long time, but I just could not remember your name.
You have to watch Chris with your conditioner. He'll be out there with the VO5 conditioner.
What Tracy said to me last night, she said that I think it's Poundland do a range of men's beard,
beard oils and so on and so forth,
and
conditioners
and things like that. You know what I mean? Specifically for beards.
Yep, but they charge a fortune for it.
Yeah.
$2 hair comb will do the same job as they want to charge $15 for a comb. No.
Would you trust it from Poundland? It's beautiful, late.
Well, that won't bother me.
That's a beard, bro.
If it fell out.
You know why it's shaped like that, look? So you can do your shape. Oh. I ain't brushed it today, though.
I'm not allowed a beard like that.
You're not allowed.
He said no.
Well, Chris knows that I don't like beards. But when I says I'll have him all my hair cut off, he said to me, he says, well, it's your decision. You do what you want, sort of thing.
Yeah,
just wash more shampoo and brush it. That's it.
So when he says I'm growing a beard, I says, well,
You always tell a groom beard against a normal, can you spare us some change beard?
Some change beard.
No, that goes all fluffy.
Yes.
Yeah, I got
you grow long enough to be able to do this.
Hey, I forgot what I was going to say now.
Yeah, she paid £120 for this about 3 weeks ago.
Wow.
Well, it's got proper feet on it, like wheels, like you get on a stick.
Was that Ronnie yawning then?
Yeah.
How was that boring, Ronnie?
He's getting excited because it's that time of night again.
Oh.
Trying to pick mummy up.
Hey, Biscuit is exactly the same when he sees Chris putting his trainers on.
Thank you.
Crypto says I'd say you can have a beard if you want to, but not getting a kiss.
Yeah, until he tickles your inner thighs, and it'll be a different story then.
Yeah, there you go.
But yeah, I sort of compromised and sort of, you know what I mean? Oh dear.
If you love him, you work your way through the fluff.
Well, I must love him to allow him to grow one. Hey, this is no word of a lie, Johnny. You know when I first met him.
Allow him to grow one. Allow.
Well, I'm just going to tell you a story. When we first met, he'd got a tash. right? Not a beard, just a moustache. So, sort of, when we'd sort of got to know each other, every time, and you know, it probably seen me sort of, you know, when it, anyway. So he says, "What's up?" I says, "I don't like facial hair." And he's always known that I don't like even a tash, a beard, or whatever. So it you know, when I next met him, he'd shaved it all off.
Oh.
So yeah, he's never grown it since. Yeah, that's it, Joe. All same as I say, I probably shouldn't have used the word to allow him. You know what I mean? It's a case of, you know, when I were on about having my hair cut, and you know, honestly, Briss, it would down my back. That's how long it were.
Yeah.
And I says to him, "I'm fed up with it." I says, "I can't do no with it. It always looks a mess." I says, "I'm going to have it all cut off." And, you know, he says, "Well, it's your hair, you know, you do whatever you want." You know what I mean? And it's same with my beard, you know, if
I'm at the same point, but it took me long enough to get it that long.
I don't think I've had my hair. I'd had my hair cut for about 5 years.
Yeah, that's 3 years worth.
How long it had took me, and it were right down my back.
Yeah, that's when I was younger. Crypto sent a picture of me when I was younger. I used to sit on my hair; it drove me nuts. You sit down and then try to lean. You look down or something. You sit on your
child that got to sleep. She's going to be first child on the moon.
Me. I'm laughing at what Gordo's put. Crypto says no beard going near my legs, and Gordo says, "What if it's covered in chocolate?" Oh dear! She might make an exit.
What if there's a carefully placed Twix?
Oh dear me!
2 fingers of fun.
Damn.
Oh dear! But you know, I mean, I look at it this way. I mean, I probably shouldn't have used that word in. I've allowed him to grow it. But, well, it's true, Johnny. You know what I mean? He said the same about me when I wanted all my hair cutting off. And he says, at the end of the day, he says, it's your hair, you do what you want with it. So it's same with me. You know, if that's what he wants, then, you know what I mean?
Now you give it a right good cut, you'd be surprised how quick it grows back.
Crypto says, I love chocolate, but not airy chocolate.
I think you've just been choosy now.
Airy chocolate.
Choosy.
You choose it, you lose it.
Oh, where you going, Gordo?
Yeah, I got to drop down.
Oh, yeah, you've got to go and pick Mrs. G up, haven't you?
Yeah, that time of night. Later, everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll see you later, Gordo.
Drive safe.
Oh, dear.
Guess what? There was Subaru Impreza right next to me at Lights early, and I left him. Tracy went, "What are you doing? You're never going to..." I said, "Well, he's behind me, isn't he?" Then when he got to the next set of lights, he just left me. I didn't have a chance to change gear. Boom, gone.
Yeah.
The boy racers aren't they?
I'm just taking the mic, really.
It's the beard.
I'm there with my 22-year-old Rav. I tell you, it's like a brand new car.
If you ever get pulled over for speeding, Johnny, you just say it was the beard. The beard did it.
But I looked at it this way.
I wish to get your motor running. It wasn't my fault.
It gets you from A to B. It served you good, you know what I mean? And you've done everything on it. So
it's done 1,000 miles last week. Okay.
Oh, that's the thing. It's been in Newers. Walker's Crisps, I don't know if it was just for Valentine's, have been putting heart-shaped crisps in the bags. Now, it's similar to the cream egg thing. You know, if you find one half and half, it's worth 10 grand. But I think if you find an heart-shaped crisp in your packet, I think it's about 100 grand. They were
You look at find a fucking crisp in them now.
I know my luck might be
You look
broken.
at find a crisp in a Walker's bag. It's just.
I was going to say, yeah. When they say a bag of crisps, they mean more like half.
You have to buy a grab bag now to get a decent bag of crisps.
Anyway, guess what? This woman had eaten it before. Yeah, somebody had said. She says, "Oh, I found an heart-shaped crisp in my crisp packet this morning." She says, "I hope you didn't eat it." She says, "I have." So she says, "And you seen, news stories, if you find an heart-shaped crisp, it's worth about 100 grand." Yeah.
Ooh, look at that.
It went down. It went down the mouth and in the belly.
Oops.
So she just eaten 100 grand.
Hope you
That's
full.
good, isn't it? You put your phone on that bit. USB as well.
Ooh.
God, if I put light on my beard, I'll just glow. I know. Let's passing it to you. Whatever.
I always feel weird saying the name of them.
Whee.
Ring light.
Well, funnily enough, this camera I'm using, that's got a ring light on it. Look.
Oh yeah, it sounds funny to me. That's all.
But anyway,
I know what you mean. Ring light.
yeah, exactly.
You want to see my anus lit up?
Yeah. Welcome to the butthole stream.
Come on, bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's got the phone bit then.
I should imagine they come in handy, like when you're a vlogger or a blogger or whatever you call them, and you're sort of doing a lot of,
Simple
that kind of thing.
Yeah. A lot of women that do the makeup stuff and that, yeah, they use them.
Yeah,
because the lights brings a lot. Normally they use two. Bang, bang.
Got loads of power buttons up and down and that. Must be put line.
But it looks good in someone's eyes.
Hi, Easy. How are you?
When they're close to the camera, you can see the ring light in their eye.
Yeah, that's it. You see, that's the only problem with me having glasses on as well, Brissy. You can see my laptop reflecting in my glasses.
Yeah, exactly.
It says increase brightness, decrease brightness, power button, and change color temperature, so you can make it a warm light or.
Oh.
I like that. She went charity. I went me.
You know what I'd have said, Johnny? Charity begins at home.
She went, here, have this big bag of gift sets for people for next year. Remote trade.
Easy says, Johnny, I've just uploaded a video for you.
Oh, what was it? Practicing Johnny. Well, it wasn't Johnny Be Good, wasn't it? Can't remember. It was practicing some song with my name in it. Probably Hey Ho, the Witch is Dead.
So, a pertinent question. I know it's sort of personal, but
Yes, it is a big one.
has your stepdad been left with much in that house where she were living?
Oh, is it much like she's got tellies coming out of her ears.
Oh, right.
Got two more tellies to bring over tomorrow. One's a 50-inch and the one's another. She had one insured. It went funny. Sent it out for repair. Said they couldn't repair it. Gave her a new TV, and 2 days later the telly turned back up repaired. Two LG smart TVs and right ultra thin one. So I've got one to put up in her bedroom tomorrow, and then she'll have a spare. TV.
Well, it's always good to have a spare in it.
Yeah, it looked nice on my wall. You know something? I've got a Philips 47-inch TV, and we've had it since the house before. We've had it about 16 years, and it's still working.
Yeah.
One that's only got two USB ports on it.
But I bet you end up with it, Johnny, because some, as I say, you've decorated throughout.
Oh, she gave me a big box that's got 4 in of carbon monoxide detectors, and you know how expensive them things are.
Oh yeah.
There were 4 in a box. Got them as well.
But
Load of coats and clothes and that downstairs for Keena. You know, like trespass winter coats and stuff like that.
oh yeah. The right good.
And then like jumpsuit things you can go in. You zip up the full suit thing.
Oh yeah, like a snowsuit, aren't they called?
Yeah. And dressing gowns and all sorts.
So she's set for the next few years then, at least.
Yeah. I hadn't even sorted the workshop out yet. That was just the stuff out of the room to get out of the way. There's a store. The workshop at the end of the garage is about 50 of those big plastic storage boxes in there. 28 years she was there, so it's a lot of stuff.
So she's accumulated a lot.
Yeah.
But
every game console you can think of.
That's probably the least important stuff, if you know what I mean.
Well, it's a proper drying place to store it all. It's, you know. She's got a big double garage and then a workshop on back. Workshop as well. All power in it and lights and shelving and workbenches and.
Is this place she's moved to?
Yeah.
Or yeah.
It's a lovely. It's a massive bungalow. You've seen the size of my kitchen. That's the size of my mum's hallway.
Has she still got a caravan?
Yeah. It's only just opened back up.
Yeah, because it's about March.
Well, you know what's going on between my mum and my stepdad anyway. But when the house sells, he's going to be living in the caravan.
Oh.
It's open 10 months a year, so like 2 months a year. His brother and sister.
So he's got plenty of time to get somewhere.
Yeah. Like my mum said, when he come, he had fuck all. That's what he's going with.
I can't say it's the blamer, Johnny.
And she paid him a wage for all them years as well. So, to do a job that he should do anyway. But never mind. She's happy and settled. She loves it there.
Well, that's main thing. That's main thing.
I'm installing a Ring doorbell and all that as well.
Peace of mind. Yeah.
She was fascinated with one I've got. It's not a Ring one, but the fact that I can look at the house while I'm out. that will like inventing the wheel to me, mum.
Yeah, well, the same as I say, we've got Ring doorbell. Only thing,
just delivered, and I showed my mum walking out the gate.
The only thing that annoys us about that Ring doorbell is if somebody sort of walks past, it's pinging all while. You know what I mean?
Right on the end, though, so you won't have that many people.
And basically, there's been kids out there playing, and they're running up and down, left, right, and centre. So it's going ding, 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 ding. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
That'd be annoying.
Oh, pardon me. It sort of, you know.
Can't you shout naff off down it?
But this is the thing, you know. I mean, a lot of people see that we've got Ring doorbell, but they still knock on the door. Now you've only got to press it, and you can hear it in here, and it's going ding, 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 and then it sort of gives you so much time to get to the front door, and then it sort of says, "I'm sorry, we're not available at the moment. Please leave a message," and it allows you to leave a message. Actually, leave a message on, you know. Hello,
good evening. Could you please fuck off away from
this
my door?
This is Joe Vlogs. I'm just here delivering a package, or you know, I'm delivering a package to next door, and yeah.
If you're religious, I do a satanic help group.
Hey, Parkness.
It's good, but the only downside of it is when kids are playing out and they're running up and down, it's sort of detecting them, and it's sort of ding every 5 minutes. You know what I mean?
My mum would need a doorbell with Tilly. You know, you want to go. Good to see you, Partners. How's it going?
Yep.
Well,
good.
Biscuit, he never barks at anybody.
The gas man come to meet and Buddy back. She went, "Oh, is he vicious?" That's the first time I've heard him back.
Hey, look,
No.
I've always said if we had burglars, Biscuit, show them round and show them what to nick.
Oh, Crypto doesn't need a door.
I don't know, though. Look what he will like with them women.
Well, yeah.
If he senses danger, he will protect you.
You don't really know until you're in that situation.
He's a big dog. If he couldn't, he'd protect you. I'm telling you now, he would.
But
That's what he's like
Chris has always said, let's say, for instance, if there are and somebody decided to mug him, he thinks he'd protect him. You know what I mean?
They won't now. He's got a beard. And bearded. Back off.
But we've sort of never been.
This is a man that's grown this, not a little boy.
We've never been put in that position or in that situation to find out. But yeah, he's in his favourite position at the moment, vertical on his bed.
That's horizontal position, isn't it?
Yeah, he's in horizontal position.
I prefer the wheelbarrow myself.
Oh,
You just remembered what?
Yeah, the
Especially if
horizontal.
you need to move
down.
something. Yo, Bill.
Hi, Bill Clement.
Hi, Bill.
What other one?
Yeah, please.
Get that for service.
See what I mean? Chris has only got up to go in the kitchen and he's followed him. Follows him everywhere.
Mine up that little poodle and my mum's just the same. She can't even go to the toilet without following her.
Well, he does with Chris. Everywhere he goes, including toilet. And this is the thing, and this is what makes me wonder about the woman thing. Like yesterday, Chris and Callum went out doing the photography in town. As soon as he'd gone, he buggered off upstairs. And Chris always says to him when he goes out, Biscuit, serve and protect. And I laugh at him. I went, what? I says, as soon as you go out through the door, I says, he's upstairs. I think, it's that sort of same scenario again. I think if sort of somebody were to break him while I'm in on my own, it would protect me. But
things
when Chris says that to him, serve and protect, I go,
Protect and serve.
well, protecting, it's same thing.
It's not quite right.
Bugger off.
Oi, lay down, fall asleep and fart. There you go, job done.
No, he's going for a beer, Crypto, and he's making me a coffee.
Tonight. Look at that. Yummy.
Ooh, that looks nice, Johnny.
Scampi, mussels, and crab sticks. There's mussels underneath that somewhere.
He's on a seafood
Nice.
diet.
On a bed of salad. All halogen cooked. Oh, good.
that's exactly what I say about myself when I see myself in the mirror. There's muscles under there somewhere.
It is in my case. Doing all right.
Oh dear, but yeah.
Muscle.
I'm 47 in a couple of weeks. I'm probably the strongest I've ever been. So, all good.
What date's your birthday, Johnny?
18th of March.
Oh, day after St. Patrick's.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
what does that make you? Does that make you,
Nice.
well, what's star sign?
I see.
Piskies.
Pisky. Hey, oh, you should say that, partner.
Comprehensive addiction to seafood.
I used to piss myself because my mum always used to say, because I think it rings skeggy, and she says, oh, we're going to Piskies. And I went, Piskies? What the fuck's that? So she says, I'll take you. And it's Pisces Fish Bar.
Oh.
She always used to call it Piskies.
I just made a joke about that. I said it's not Pisces, it's Piskies as it off.
But yeah, it comes with me. Piskies, that's a funny name for a fish shop, a fish and chip shop.
Piskies.
Oh dear. But and then and another one that used to make us laugh is with big car and yeah, what you and me would call indicators. My mum would say, "Put your flicker on."
Oh,
Flicker.
Your flicker. I
Which
said,
got one of those ones where she just put it round and I'll just put it round, mate. Seatbelt. Click it in.
oh dear. But that was best. We were going on holiday with her, and she went back with Callum, and it must have been sort of close to summer, and they've been mowing grass. And my mum's like me; she's very much it irritates the sinuses and hay fever and whatever. So she sat it back and she's going. So our Callum goes, "Them that smelt it dealt it." Me and Chris were pissing us and we're laughing. We've never laughed so much. Can you remember that? Them that smelt it dealt it. Just put that somewhere.
Oh, after that Mexican chicken out overnight, bloody, you had no choice.
Oh dear.
You know when you can't get away from yourself?
Were it spicy then, Johnny?
Oh, yeah. You know when you have to put a bit of like mayonnaise on it to cool it down a bit?
Oh yeah.
That's what
Well, aren't you supposed to squeeze lemon juice on it to take?
Oh yeah, I just had a lemon, you know, just a hand, you know.
I've always got lemons.
you don't say when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade.
But yeah, you know what I mean. I think I read it somewhere that
Jif lemon.
Same thing. It's all right. I've been looking through my recipes today.
It's all right. My bottom has recovered.
Talking of rings.
That didn't need a light. It glows
To
on
put
its
toilet
own.
roll in the freezer for half an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ultimate ring sting.
Asbestos ass.
Fucking ice cube, like.
It sort of gives the new meaning to goodness gracious great balls of fire. Except they're not, you know.
I call it getting the Johnny Cash. I call it getting the Johnny Cash, the burning ring of fire.
Fell into a burning ring of fire.
Like if you struggle to pass it,
I'll sing
one
that
piece at a
tomorrow when we
time.
drive. Yo, Tim.
Did you hear what Chris has just said, Johnny?
What?
He says that's why it's been pissing it down with rain.
I know that motorway we're a bit.
He's quite a good singer, actually, in his defence. See, I'm defending you now, Johnny.
Chris or Johnny Cash.
I like singing whether people think I can sing or not, really.
The Man in Black.
Well, not too bad. Get a few
Well, he
bits
can't call himself Johnny Cash because that moniker's already taken, so yeah. But yeah,
my mum said, "Thanks a lot. I'm so cozy." Look, she's got a little. You can just see a little foot up on a stool. Got a little fire going.
Oh, bless her.
She's cozy. She doesn't like
Yeah,
that.
I was thinking like, well, we've made cupcakes, and then we haven't made any cookies for a while, so I've sort of been, looking through a few recipes. So, one of them that I thought, you heard of snickerdoodle?
Oh, no, she just said it's so homely, thanks to you. Oh. I redecorated a bungalow and moved her in. So I'm knackered. I'm having tomorrow. Well, not having. Well, that's Thursday. I'm having Friday off. Oh, then I'm taking Luke to a birthday party at Temping Bowling. So that's fun.
Johnny, there's just one thing I want to know. What colour did you paint the stairs?
Oh dear me.
Well, I PVA'd them first, and then they disappeared. That's the point. I'll have to look where the loft hatch is.
I don't know, because I don't want to keep making cupcakes after cupcakes. I want to sort of split it up and sort of do, blondies or brownies. I were thinking about the Guinness brownies, but then I thought, well, I'll tell you what I have. I have downloaded, and it's like cornflake biscuits. It's what cornflake cookies. I'll show you.
Mint cake sound nice. I'll give you my address. Bill wants a mail out.
But yeah,
yeah, there's just size the aerial are fitted today. That it's got 5G filter on it and everything.
Oh wow!
Should do for £200. Well, I wanted 285, so now my mum's not paying that. Mum went, hey, it's nothing to do. I said, you're not paying 285 for a frigging aerial. I'll fit one myself.
No.
He went, are you disabled? I went, yeah, she is, yeah. He went, I can knock the VAT off. About 199. So that's better.
I have got 2 sort of cookies that, yeah, these is the ones that Crypto's on about.
If your mum won't sale, I'm a tight Yorkshireman. So
they the ones that Crypto's on about. Mint chocolate chip cupcakes.
Oh, now you're talking. I love mint chocolate. I'm just popping my pineapple for stress.
Oh dear.
Is that code for something?
No, you're thinking of cherry.
Oh no,
No, it's not a cherry pop.
Talking of which,
Wait, he's on the cherry aid.
cherry aid.
Special offer by any chance?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, he's a proper Yorkshireman.
£7 for a pack of 24.
Cruiser Mac works with a Yorkshire guy.
They the ones with cornflakes in. They've got like chocolate chips in as well, but they've also mixed in with like cornflakes. I thought, well, it was
like a hobnob. A bit like a hobnob.
No, not really. It says that these cornflake biscuits are the perfect combination of crunchy and soft. The dough is filled with chocolate chips, then rolled in cornflakes, which gives them.
Can you get me 2 TVs and put my clock up tomorrow?
And actually, the recipe, it says makes 20 cookies. But yeah, I've more or less we've got cinnamon in them and chocolate chips and 2 cups of cornflakes. It says C notes. Let's have a look what it said in notes.
So I've got 2 TVs to put up on the walls. I've got 2 new light fitting to do tomorrow. Then I think we're ready. They've just got light bulbs, hanging down with bulb on. They look good.
This is what it says in notes, right? I highly recommend using a kitchen scale to weigh your dry ingredients. I always weigh them with a kitchen scale.
What are you going to weigh with your bed?
You go like that.
I think basically they're saying. I think basically what they're saying is because in the US they work in cups. Hey up.
Bloody Nora, partner.
Beat that one, Tim.
Oh, God. I bet he could burp the national anthem. Oh, say, can you?
I had about 3 packets of Walkers. I were at Tamworth Services. I did a mega.
Don't use your bathroom scales, as he said.
Well, you could do.
So yeah, so that's sort of maybe the
Now we have a real burp party. Joanne said.
The cornflake biscuits, or yeah. Or I've got one. What is it?
Hey, Brittany, you'll know what I mean. When you stick your coat up too quick and you catch your beard in it, oh, that hurts.
Yeah.
She's got the eating on again.
That does.
Hazy says, "Don't use your bathroom scales," but I sort of understand what they're saying. Basically, don't leave it to chance and use the cups method. Yeah, but I always weigh mine out on scales anyway.
The burnt monster will get jealous.
Because you see, a lot of recipes that I do are like American, and it's like half a cup of this or a cup of that, or you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You've told that one before, partner. But yeah, I want to do something different to cupcakes or blondies or whatever. So I saw them with cornflakes, and I thought, oh, that's something different. So
I don't know what I'd do without you, but here's a shopping list. Could I have some milk, eggs?
What did you say about eggs? You've got to be kidding me.
I just thought you cracked me up.
I don't know whether it's the same way you are, Brissy, but eggs is like rocking or shit. Right.
Yes, because the farmers for the eggs.
Eggs are fine here. Eggs are fine here. It's potatoes.
The cost of feed and the supermarkets won't pay it.
All supermarkets now are rationing vegetables.
Yep.
Oh, we've just got potatoes. Nowhere.
Celery. You know, you can only have 3 items. So let's say you're making a stew or something, and you've got to buy onions, carrots, potatoes. Fucked it after that.
No, you just pay for it, walk out, walk straight back in, and buy them again.
That's exactly what happened here with the toilet paper thing.
It's just like 3 bags of mixed veg.
Hence why I grow my own veg.
But yeah,
different shops.
You know, first of all, during pandemic it were bog rolls.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, because supposedly avian flu. You know,
that is a load of bollocks. The supermarkets won't pay the price to the farmers for the eggs.
Yeah, but they've got to blame it on something, Johnny, haven't they?
Nothing to do with avian flu at all. They're lying through the teeth about that.
But anyway,
it was in the United States. They killed 180 million chickens.
But
look at
you know,
America where they have fields.
I don't know about
there. Deliberately making
this, our government have got to blame it on something. Exactly. So basically, they've been blaming this avian bird flu and having to keep the birds inside.
Yeah.
We went through all this at Christmas saying that there was going to be a shortage of turkeys. Well, everybody seemed to get a turkey, all right.
They're just running out of bullshit to come out with, so they just come up with all now.
But you know what the government's like, Johnny? They've got to come up with an excuse.
Yeah.
So, you know,
eggs are bad for you, even though eggs are very, very good for you. Very good for you.
But yeah, you know what I mean? It's sort of what next? And now we've gone on to next, which is
and then they turn around saying gardening causes heart attacks. Gardening.
What?
The thing they've told people to do for years to keep fit.
Did you say gardening?
Did you say
gardening?
Yes, they did, Brissy, gardening.
Yeah, they try to cover up all excess deaths by saying everything's bad for you. But 6 hours could cause heart attacks.
You know, we're going on to next thing, which is now you are rationed to 3 items of vegetables. You know,
I'm protesting next Saturday about these 50.
You know what comes out at Grand, basically.
Leeds Town Hall.
So root vegetables, in other words.
Yeah.
Like tomatoes and things like that aren't included.
Yeah. Well, tomatoes are included, I think.
I will stand outside Leeds Town Hall and tell them to very politely, naff off.
Tomato is actually a fruit, so.
Yeah, I'll read the thing out to you, what it says.
That's crazy.
Hey, I like swimming in the ocean, not naked, not in Yorkshire. Dad, I can see his tea bags.
Wouldn't matter in Australia whether you got clothes on or you're naked. The shark's going to get you.
It says so far
it's
introduced rationing to combat shortages. Morrison's has placed 2 per item limit on cucumbers, lettuce, peppers, and tomatoes. Asda is limiting sales of broccoli, cauliflower,
cucumbers anyway. They don't last long enough.
lettuce,
Doesn't it? I
peppers,
couldn't find any
raspberry
tomatoes.
salad bags, and tomatoes to 3 per quid.
What a load of crap. Morrison's the first supermarket that tried to make people get vaxxed or lose a job, and it gave up really quickly because the union said, no way.
Yeah.
Not having that. They backed down immediately. I don't like Morrison's.
Here's the reason. It says British supermarket shelves lay bare as farmers battle with labour shortages, soaring energy costs, inflation, supply chain issues, and climate change.
Not supply chain
Climate
issues.
change.
Supermarkets won't
There's
pay
the
out.
one they have
Oh,
to
God,
tag
that
on
old
the end.
chestnut,
Climate
that
change.
old
There's no shortage whatsoever. The farmers are all coming out on TikTok and that and saying it's nothing to do with stock or food or eggs. It's to do with the supermarkets not paying the price. Simple as that. So all they're doing is getting bloody eggs and stuff off suppliers that will supply them and then double charging us for it.
That's what I
Whereas if they just paid the fair rate for the eggs and the vegetables, we'd pay a few pence more on things. But now we're paying like more or less another 30%, 40%.
So it's basically saying that there's this vegetable and whatever shortages due to soaring. Richard.
Hello, Richard.
It's the supermarket's been greedy. Nothing else.
You know what I mean? So we've got a shortage of eggs. Now we've got like veg and whatever. And they're basically blaming the farmers for
We've
soaring.
got for years with no crisis, and now it's crisis, just to stress everybody else.
You know, shortage of labour plus cost of living, etc., inflation, and you know, cost of everything. But yeah, it's it'd be something else next month. You watch.
Yep. That's why I don't watch the news. I don't watch it at all. If I want to listen to real news, I go on TikTok or real news.
I don't watch any television.
I don't have a TV license. I'm not
But
paying.
yeah, you know, I mean, we've got egg shortage, and now it's vegetables and whatever, and basically it'll be something else next month.
Oh, that's the other one we've got a problem with is rice
One thing after
and oil.
What sort of oil?
Sunflower oil, canola oil, not olive oil. There's tons of olive oil. But
Popeye.
rice bran oil, all that sort of, all the different.
Hey, Popeye don't have a rusty cock. He's always sticking it in olive oil.
I don't get the rice. I don't understand why rice
No.
is so hard to find.
Rice is pure.
So, yeah, potatoes, rice, and oil are the three things here we're having a shortage of. Everything else.
Probably they've gone on striking paddy field.
That one's called Spike, and that one's Little Prick. This is my hairy bugger. It's not really spikes for that one, it's more hair.
Hairy cactus. Like your balls.
Yeah.
It's like your balls.
You talk to him, Johnny.
Hairy bollocks.
Only when they prick me. That's why Little Prick is called Little Prick, because he's the sharpest one.
Well, if you talk to your plants and whatever, they grow better. So, yeah.
I do believe in all that. Yeah, might as well, aren't you? Positive
playing
energy.
Music. It's supposed to be another one. They're playing music.
Oh dear. Wonder if
down at the bottom of the garden among the
I wonder if anybody's ever sort of, you know, like had an orchestra play for the plants and whatever. You know what I mean? Because some people do go to extremes like that.
Well, I put a song on for Ivy.
Hey, that's the thing.
It's not poison ivy.
Talking to Ivy, our neighbour Ivy, when Christina got in the ambulance and she'd only been out for a fortnight, her daughter says, "Oh, don't worry, she'll be back out in a couple of days." We've not seen her since.
Oh,
And
shit.
funny thing is, I saw a bloke out there yesterday because obviously it Ring doorbell picked him up, and he were like taking pictures. So I'm wondering if she's going in a nursing home or something.
Oh, shit. My mum's neighbour over at road, she's riddled with cancer, but she's 93-year-old, and they took her the other day to go to an hospice thing.
Yeah. But you see, when she fell, she broke her leg.
Keep her house safe. I fitted her some of them dusk till dawn lights in the room.
But
so
then, while she was in hospital, she got COVID, and then she got a lung infection. But then she came home, and like less than 2 weeks later, Christina being loaded back into an ambulance.
Hospitals make more money when you're dying than being healthy. Literally.
So I'm wondering, because she lives on her own. Hiya, James. I'm wondering if they're not let her come back here on her because she lives on her own. You see, there's nobody to look after her. So, you know, it's same as we said it.
Strong woman, but when I saw her when they took her out, oh my God, you couldn't even.
But I mean, you know, it's like this, Johnny. We know her well. You know, she's always sort of come round and said she's even bought pork pies around for biscuit. You know what I mean? And it's not the fear, but we just hope we get some nice neighbours like Ivy's been to us. You know what I mean? Not, you know, one of these that's playing loud music day in and day out. And
you might get
another one. Then you made them. Tracy's on about a bacon.
I told you, and you know what makes it creamy, Tracy, is that just 3 tablespoons of double cream in it. It makes it really creamy.
I'm going to try one this morning with coffee before I left, but I thought I'd have a sugar bloody rush when I'm driving.
I hope that's no work. Chris got one out this afternoon, and we're going to like pick flake out on it and eat flake first, and then eat the cupcake. So all I could hear was, it not come out. So I says, for God's sake, just bite the damn flake.
You try to tell me your topping also works as adhesive.
give it a good pull.
But the thing is, like, cause you put them in the fridge overnight, it sets the icing. But yeah, because it sets the icing, set that solid that Tracy says, yeah, flakes won't come out. But Chris was there tugging away at it, trying to get this flake out of bloody buttercream. And I said, for God's sake, I says, just bite it. See you later, Bill.
See you later, Bill.
Later, Bill.
Well, you see, Chris and Callum have got different, how can I put it? Our Callum always saves the best till last. But Chris always eats the best first.
What's the weather like over there? It's getting a bit...
It's been pissing it down.
Yeah, I've had a bit of rain and temperatures in single figures.
That's the thing, baby. That eating what's turning off. Typical crypto. She says, "I'd go. You'd have a damn good try, crypto, but I don't think you'd manage it. You know, because you shove it into buttercream, and they were in the fridge, and they were set. Yeah,
it involves chocolate. You know what she's like.
It's a case of just problem solved.
Yeah. Crypto be there spinning the spoons, getting ready.
How you doing, Richard?
Okie dokie. Yeah, all right. So I've just got in from work.
Well, I'm not getting any of that stuff.
It's a long day today.
What did you do, Richard?
As little as possible.
Yeah, but that's a...
Chris says he's not buying any just for men for his beard. No, that's what Brissy used, and it's
I'd
not
have to use a bottle a day, mate, to cover this.
No, I haven't been at work till this time, so I
More like
started
Frankie
it out
Boyle
this
now.
morning, but on a Wednesday, when I finish work, I go shopping for my mum. That's why I'm late.
Oh.
I go and get her shopping. So by the time I get back over here, it's knocking on a bit. You know.
My mum said, could you put chest freezer outside? And then she went, can you bring it back in now? I moved dining table. She went, it's only over there in the cupboard. I said, yeah, across a gravel path. You try pulling it free.
Hi, Terry. Don't worry about it, Terry. Family comes first, and that's what I always say. Don't
That's
worry
why I'm
about us, you know.
Your extended family.
But yeah,
in fact, Brish is a bit overly extended, but Australian style.
Worldwide.
Yeah. Thousands of miles away, family.
You just spin the earth like that. At the bottom.
That's upside down, people.
Yeah. From the land down under.
Yeah, we all know about down under, don't we?
Well, that's what an Australian kiss is. It's like a French kiss, but lower.
Well, have you ever heard of Belgian kissing?
I don't know about that kinky thing where you tie your kangaroo down.
There's more phlegm.
Good luck. Good luck trying that.
I've seen some sizes. Some of them.
Oh my God. And they don't talk like a wallet.
It's all ripped like that. Fucking massive muscles.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're jacked.
Wallet.
Yeah, and if you're stupid enough to punch one, good luck.
You don't get outrun them.
They got a head like a brick. I know, I've done it.
It's hind legs.
You know what? I saw them when
they get a grip on you with them little funny dinosaur front arms. Ooh, then the kicking starts.
Yeah.
Joelle's booking a flight now. Trouble. She heard about this Australian kid.
Yeah, they're very dangerous, our kangaroos. I mean, people think they're all like soft and fairy and, you know.
Yeah, all right.
So
they're only dangerous if you make them dangerous.
As strong as
they just do their own thing and you do your thing.
Yeah, and just don't piss them off.
Exactly. Yeah, especially the big male ones. They won't hesitate to have a go.
I bet the mothers are
they don't care.
Time the kangaroo down sport.
Good luck.
I wouldn't like to think I'd come across one, put it that way.
I think you finished it in Sheffield.
Yeah. I think if a kangaroo arrived in Sheffield,
I'd love a pet kangaroo. Imagine all that shopping you can get in that pouch.
Hey, look, talking to Joelle.
Where'd you put the pound coin, though, Richard?
the guy, is it Joe Elliott, that's lead singer of Def Leppard? Is causing controversy because the group itself, or a lot of the members, are originally from Sheffield. Now they've been pulling Sheffield to pieces, especially this. Yeah, Joe. I think his name's Joe Elliott.
So they're very welcome in their own town, then.
Mate, it can't be as bad as Oxford. Have you heard about that stupid scheme they're trying to bring about?
Oh, they've been protesting away, though. Hey, listen, the local.
What's that in Port Nest?
Well, council.
You know what? 70 grand worth. Since they introduced it, £70,000 worth of damage to the cameras and them stupid planter boxes.
And they're going to restrict your.
They're doing what in Oxford?
From one zone.
15 minutes. They're only trying it in Oxford because it's a student area, but they're not having it. It won't work. In fact, the British government, for a change, are actually blocking them.
Yeah,
About to block them London, do you know, because Sadiq Khan were going to try it in London. They blocked him from doing it. It's only a matter of time. Just don't pay your
All
council
they
tax.
actually doing it.
Why not put these crackpots out of office? Why do they think of these things?
I'm on here.
So what were you saying? So what were you saying, partners? What's this scheme that they're doing?
15 minutes.
Supposed to divide Oxford into various zones, and you're going to be restricted if you want to travel from one zone to another.
100 times a year. If you go past, you get a fine.
Yeah, £70 plus.
Yeah, so it's not working anyway. We've smashed all cameras up. Oh, good.
They come out with some rubbish like that. Around Manchester, there's clean.
Everybody's now got free. Everybody's now
They've
got free.
just introduced that in Sheffield as well, Richard.
Cleaner zone.
Yeah. So this is the thing.
Signed up to it as well.
There's a government app where you can check if your car is, if you're going to get charged if you enter this clean air zone, right?
The older the car, the more green it is. Simple as that.
Yeah. But Chris has checked on and I'm fine, you know what I mean?
I laugh at people with electric cars. I laugh at them.
You were surfing cars, it were vans and commercials.
The destruction to make the lithium batteries for those cars.
They've scrapped the scheme.
Well, about saving the planet. If you saw loads of little African children smashing rocks outside to get the lithium for those batteries, you know, ridiculous.
Well, electric cars aren't the complete answer. You don't just throw away the internal combustion engine.
They don't work. The shit. I love it, mate. I leave Teslas standing, me, because they're worried about how much battery they've got.
Well, I won't be ditching my diesels. That's for certain.
It's now cost more to run an electric car.
Diesel all the way.
Did you know?
Yeah, but they were piloting this scheme in Oxford first to try it out, but they're supposed to be introducing it into other cities by 2024. But it won't happen.
But this is what makes.
I will not be told where I can drive, when I can drive. If I want to get up in the middle of the night and drive to the other end of the damn country, I will. I will not be told where I can and can't drive.
Get up in the middle of the night and drive to the other end of the country.
If somebody puts a planter in the middle of the road to stop me, I'm going to put it in my trailer and take it home and put some flowers in it.
But some as I say, this is what they've introduced in Sheffield, and there's clean air zones. And if you enter that zone in a restricted vehicle, then you get like a on the spot.
Yeah, but that only works if the cameras are working. We'll sort that out, don't we? We've told all smackheads that they're worth a fortune at Scrapyard, so everybody's nicking them now.
But yeah, you know what I mean. It's hi Scotty.
They've only just introduced this scheme, and there's been 70 grand worth of damage to the equipment they've been trying.
None of these schemes will ever work correctly because the public transport.
Yeah. And I was just about to say the same thing, Richard. You look.
Them stupid things are blocking ambulances
when it's dearer in the bus than to go in your car. Why would you do that?
The emissions from buses nowadays, because they're not brand new buses, a lot of them are really old buses, and they must be.
It's all WF bollocks, WEF, World Economic Forum.
If I had to travel to work on a bus and there is buses pass here regular, it cost me $6.50. Well, there's no way it cost me £6.50.
Of course, it's supposed to be less environmentally friendly, right? But if you've got to drive round one zone to get to so you don't have to go through the other zone, you're using more fuel. It's a load of bollocks.
Yeah, well, we're not environmental arguments, bullshit.
Well, I'm going to make a big statement. We're not in China. F off.
It's getting ridiculous when you've got to go out your way to get to a place what you can get to in 5 minutes, but you're having to go round all.
Literally on TikTok, ambulances stuck trying to get up the roads to scenes of whatever, and they're having to go the long way around. It's fucking total joke.
And as for
you know what I mean?
The electric cars will never ever take over. Not in our lifetime. That's
not now. They're more expensive to run now than a petrol.
Way behind.
Plus, the batteries only last 10 years, and they have not got enough lithium on this planet to provide all the electric cars that they're going on about.
But yeah, the government are saying that they're getting popular, so they're going to have to start putting more charging points. But you don't.
Yeah, but we haven't even got the infrastructure to keep houses bloody with electric, let alone
this is the thing. It's like they're not going to give it you for nothing. You've still got to pay for it. While your car is plugged into that thing, it's charging.
Minute 1st of April, we're all going to be paying extra.
And already there's about 4 different types of electric cars.
Yeah.
They're doing like mobile phones. You can't go to every charging point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolute bollocks.
You know what I mean? Like, let's say your diesel or your petrol car. You can go into a petrol station, either diesel or unleaded, job done.
5 minutes.
Yeah, you ain't got to go onto the charging socket.
The electric car, you've got to work out how far you should be.
Just because you find a charging socket doesn't mean to say it's going to do for you, because there's 4 different
Let's
types.
get in a car park for 40 minutes to charge his car to do a 50-mile journey. No, you're all right.
But no, I'd never go electric.
I literally won't be told what to do in that way. I won't be told where in the UK I can drive to. I want to come and see Jeanette right now. I will. I won't be told what to do.
What's the price every
You might be, tell me it's 20 to 12. What are you thinking about?
I mean, he's loaded. Money's no object to him. But the point is, normal folk can't be going up that avenue, having to drive ripped up to have a big wire put in. You know,
it's like this. If you're, let's say, like an electric car and you're running low on juice, right?
Let's trip over Wiring Street because
you could be driving round forever and a day trying to find a charger point for it.
Well, you couldn't, because you'd run out.
Well, that's what I'm saying. By the time you'd actually find one, you know, your juice had run out, so you up Shit Creek, we had to paddle.
Yeah. Have you seen the emergency charging things? They pull up with a diesel generator. If you run out of electricity, they pull up with a big diesel generator and charge your car.
Tesla broken down. He pulled out a Honda generator from the boot, filled it with fuel, and then charged his car.
Apparently, a lot of them Tesla cars has now been recalled.
Have you seen them when they catch on fire? Wow.
That's the reason. That is the reason why they're recalling them, because they're catching a fire.
I mean, just the price of second hand with about 70,000 miles on is ridiculous.
You're having them produced in Japan.
Like 35 grand second hand with all them miles on. God.
They're ridiculous. They're ridiculous.
That was only last 10 years as well, and you've got to have all the bottom of your car.
Nice looking, that's the annoying thing.
This is the thing.
The tablet on wheels. That's all they are.
When they first come out, you know, these rich and famous thought they were, you know, one-upping, which basically what it is. Oh, well, we've got a Tesla car.
My brother's got a Tesla Model R.
You know what I mean? But when all's said and done, the actual shit.
But can he stick a tow bar on it? No. That's why I got his trailer cheap.
But yeah, you know what I mean? And it's... yeah, it's... But yeah, you know what I mean? I mean, we've sort of been in a taxi, but it's what they call a hybrid, which is it runs on petrol and it runs on...
Yeah, that is another thing that makes them dangerous, Scotty. There's no sound to them. No sound.
That's it.
Which way are you going?
Well, here, the hybrid taxis, they made them make a whirring sound.
Without looking.
So you try to tell me, Pat, this, if I see a big hole in the ground, I should walk around it.
What's that got to do with it?
We don't have to get health and safety in.
Health and safety.
Health and safety.
At the end of the day, they're never going to take off. They're never going to take over like they hope they would do.
No, I don't. I agree with Richard. I don't. They've got all these dreams and aspirations that, you know, by 2030 we're all going to be driving electric cars. It's never going to happen.
And the laugh of it is
the way I've saying is you will own nothing and be happy. They've
got the technology already now to make a car battery powered that can run for much longer, they don't want to do it, or else the oil companies would go mad.
I'll tell you what, I will not comply in any way.
That's true, Richard. That's why.
You know.
That's why there's.
I haven't complied for 3 years. You think these dickheads with 15-minute cities
Oil
are going to make
companies won't have any of it.
When I worked at Crown Paints, we had electric forklift trucks that ran for a full 24 hours on a charge. So if they can do that for a forklift, they should be able to do that for a car.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? We'll all ride around the streets on forklifts. You used to do 3 shifts and then you swap the battery, you did. The battery used to roll out on a conveyor belt and then you'd swap it after 3 shifts. And it was on the go all the way through, non-stop.
But this is the thing. I've seen an advertisement for Royal Mail, and a lot of their fleet vans are electric.
Yeah, they are around here.
Now, they've advertised that a electric vehicle can last 2 days on a full charge.
What rubbish.
Yeah, but they might not be going far. They're doing lots of miles. It might be just darting about locally.
But you see,
Amazon,
you know,
electric vans now.
This is the thing. It sort of doesn't say whether, you know, same as you said, they might just be on short runs. You know what I mean?
They won't be like going up Scotland route because they won't make it. You'd have a big queue of electric cars at Gretna.
Remember little dominoes you used to have next to your wheel to make your lights work?
I think if it were to work,
Try
I think it's great, but I just don't think it's ever going to work right.
The last few days,
He has one and he loves it.
electric cars come out in bloody
It
60s.
suits him, you know what I mean? It suits
car's
him
been
because
around
he
since
doesn't drive a right
the birth
lot.
of the
It just
car.
suits him.
It's the same as that. Same as you say. I don't think it'll.
But for somebody
It'll
who
never
drives a lot,
catch on fully, and it will never be like fully electric. I don't
No.
reckon. No.
No.
But you know, it's one of these where they thought it were a good idea at the time, if you know what I mean.
Hybrid's probably best they can hope for.
Yeah.
You need backup. You got to have that backup of a fuel engine
Yeah.
in case you run out of
Electric
charge.
Americans trying to get electric to take off in America with all their gas guzzling massive engines they've got. They wouldn't even get
Yeah,
it out of there.
Same thing with here. The distances we have here, electric cars would be useless.
Totally useless, wouldn't
It's like 8,000 kilometres from here to Perth. Yeah, good luck in an electric car.
Exactly.
Toyota with the hybrid cars, their Toyota hybrids are fantastic.
That's as near as they're going to get. I mean, them obviously them Priuses. I mean, they're ugly, but they do go well. You know what I mean?
I mean, all taxi drivers
that's what
are
all the
driving
taxis
those
are here.
adventures estate cars.
Yeah, most
all the
of
taxis here are
practice
hybrids.
around here are hybrid.
Yeah.
But same as Brissy says, you've always got that backup. If it
Yeah.
runs out of charge, you know, at least you can flick a switch and go on to your either petrol or your diesel or whatever it takes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think they
Most
automatically
people
do it.
decide
All
for
depends
themselves
on how
what
hard you
best
push
at
the
the time.
throttle.
You know,
If you push the throttle hard enough, then the gas engine kicks in.
Yeah.
I've been in a
Takes
few
over for the
taxis
electric.
and there's like a digital display.
But really,
that tells
basically,
you
a
how
normal
each
driving
wheel's
around
being powered,
streets,
you know,
mate,
make
coming
lights
off the
with
electric.
colours.
If you open up on motorway, then the petrol engine's going to kick in as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but then when you get to cruising speed, it should drop back to the electric
Yeah.
because you're not using the percentage of the throttle.
Hybrids are a good idea for having that
Yeah.
backup situation, but
Yeah.
these-
And Dad says his dad's got a Lexus RX hybrid.
I saw a big bloody Range Rover electric car over there. I thought, how long is that looking battery going to last on that? 20 minutes?
Yeah.
Oh, the Volvo do one. I was looking at one through the showroom window, and it was 94 grand. It were an XC90 electric, all electric.
EX90.
94
Ford
grand.
just released a F350 full electric, 3.5 ton.
BMW do a fancy
F350.
sports car electric. I forgot what it's
They do
called. It's-
hybrid. i8.
That's
That's
it,
the hybrid.
i8. And it's a right smart looking, really weird looking thing, but it's electric, you know. But
Yeah.
It's hybrid.
I watch a show.
They do
The
electric
YouTube
version,
channel's
fine.
called Jerry Rig Everything, and he's turned a Hummer fully electric Did it all himself.
I saw somebody do
Sorted it out
that.
completely and built it all
He
himself.
did that with a beat.
Made a whole YouTube series about it.
Electric police.
It's not that difficult to change one over, really.
Oh, it was. Yeah, it was a lot more difficult than you think.
They've been using them for about
I thought
2
it'd be
years.
pretty easy, but no, it didn't look
Hey,
that
Joel.
Hello,
Hello, Joel.
Janet, Brucey,
Joel.
Jenny, Richard, and Darknest, and all in the chat.
All right,
Yeah,
that's
very
excellent
excited about your
introduction.
loss.
I think that's about covered it, Joel.
Yeah.
Yep.
Huh?
Nailed it.
Now's when I come on and go, hey up, I'm here.
Yeah, I think you're back covered it, Joel, everybody.
I think it should be made a rule that everybody should have a D5 engine. That right, partners?
Oh yeah, yeah. Bulletproof.
Correct.
And they're not too heavy on fuel. It's a 2.4, 5
What-
cylinder.
Well, I fixed all my vacuum leaks, Mike.
What's this D5 engine then?
It's Volvo's 5-cylinder diesel engine.
Oh,
290.
Oh my god.
That's pretty much bulletproof.
oh.
Like a Toyota engine.
My engine's bulletproof. Petrol in it.
Well, fire. What are we drinking there, Joel?
Perrier, peach and
Gin?
cherries.
Sherry? Oh, cherry.
Sherry,
I've
yes.
still got half a bottle of that, mate. It was bloody horrible.
More sherry.
Gin.
Oh, it's Perrier water, yeah.
Darling, more sherry.
It said peach and sherry at first. Oh, that's a weird mix.
Very sweet. Sweet.
Oh, Scotty says RC car shell is coming along now. There's a piece, Chris, because he's painted it red. The main body.
I'm jumping ship, partner. So I bought a BMW diesel.
Oh, is that what you're changing over to?
Yeah, I bought one. Well, I've put a deposit on it. I haven't actually collected it yet. I don't
I want
pick it up.
BMW. Not an X5, is it?
It is, yeah. X5 3-litre diesel.
I have
Oh,
no
3
idea
litres
about
good engine.
BMWs, to be honest.
No, not 3 litre diesel.
Well,
good
that's
engine.
him that said he'd never
That's why I chose
never
that. 'Cause
swapped to the
people said, don't
Volvo.
get the 2.9, get the 3-litre.
Yeah, but that other one's hurting him, innit? So,
don't
3
know.
litre diesel is a good engine.
Apparently, it's in quite a few different cars, isn't it, that engine? You know, BMW, well, I presume all the
But
cars.
anything with 6 cylinders.
I know nothing about cars.
I just got it because it was just higher off the floor. That's all. I wanted some height off the floor.
Well, it should
My
have got an
Volvo is
XC90.
Just too. Well, I did look at some XC90s, but they were either mega miles or mega expensive. I could never just find the
Don't worry
balance.
about mileage with the Volvo.
Well, I don't know.
Well, they're running at 100,000.
I don't mind buying them with 130, 150,000 on, but all the ones that were a good price were like getting nearer 200, and all the
That's
ones that were lower mileage,
It's all for the Volvo.
they were just too expensive.
That's hardly running at 200,000.
And everything that seemed to be, everything that seemed to be older than 2006, the tax went up to 600 odd quid. What's all that
You've got to
about?
watch that. Yeah, you've got to watch that. Yeah.
Oh, I don't worry. The first one I was looking at, the X5, it was identical, but 2 years newer, but it was £615.
What did you get? Was it 353? I think the one you've got.
I pay $330 a year for mine.
And the one I wanted was a 57, but it was £615. Why is that for the same thing, but just 2 years newer?
Emissions.
Well, Richard, I bought a
In tax,
RAV4 diesel turbo. It would double the insurance.
Well, I know somebody's got a C63, and he says it
It
pays
were.
more in road tax and insurance.
I paid $380 a year for my car insurance. I wanted nearly. So I said, how much for both cars? And they said, oh, $1,500 a month. I said, oh, is that for both? He went, no, that's just for the turbo diesel. I said, it being a turbo doesn't make it any faster, you know. But because it said turbo on it, double the insurance.
It's ridiculous.
Exactly the same car. Exactly the same.
Yeah, because the one I wanted was a 2007, but when I looked up on the number plate checker, you can look at the running costs. It said tax 600, either 615 or 630. I can't remember. I'm not paying that. No chance.
No.
That's too
I
much.
was thinking, I will look at getting Discovery, and like I said, some of them are it's like 600 quid a year.
Yeah, Range Rover's the same. Anything past, it seems to be anything that's past 2006, it goes up.
Yep.
Well,
No way.
2001.
Paying that.
Ridiculous, isn't it? Same as you say,
like the Range
but same car, just a bit newer.
The Range Rovers just get a bad write-up on
That's the
reliability.
stupid thing, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that's just everything. It's the Land Rover badge on it.
Run that diesel one.
That's what put me off Discovery and Freelander.
They just say they all say the same thing. They say
if you've got a big tank balance,
you know. But yet they said the X5 is more reliable, so that's why.
It had a few rust issues, that other RAV though. When it had an opening electric sunroof, and when you opened it, all flakes of rust fell on your head.
Damn.
The seal had gone on it, on the roof.
So we'll just have to see.
I won't mind another little car to tinker with.
So
what happened there, Joel?
Generation of X5 is basically an E39 5 series under its skin.
I've still got to argue the
Can you find
toss.
another little car to have a tinker about with?
I've still got to argue the toss on what they'll give me trading on my Volvo.
Well, my RAV's done 134,000 now.
That's the problem, partners. What will they give me for my Volvo?
Oh, they won't give you much. Not going to give you a good deal. That's just nature of the beast.
7-plate Volvo. What will they give me for that?
You'd probably be better off selling it private.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I thought. I thought that if they don't offer me enough, I will
sell it private.
I will, sell it privately.
Is it in good nick?
Very good nick. So it's pretty much it's superb condition, to be honest. There it is. It'll come up behind me. There.
Oh yeah, I like the nice cars then.
Is that your car?
Yeah.
You say that's too.
You see
too low down for you.
The problem what is having Joel is it's very low to floor, so he has a lot of problems getting in and out.
I've got a bad knee. A bad hip.
Yeah.
That's so low to floor.
Oh.
That's the one. That's what I'm getting.
Yeah, E53. It's based on E39 5 series, so it's just a BMW 5 series under its skin.
Height-wise, anyway. My RAV's quite high up the ground. You can just slide straight onto the seats and you don't have to bend down. I used to have a Ford Puma all race tuned in that, Richard. You had to throw yourself in that one and crawl out.
But I mean, Johnny's seen our car. That's one of the reasons why we chose that one, because it is quite high up, and that I were having the same problems as Richard. Cost of my knees and whatever. I find it hard going in and out. You know what I mean?
To be honest with you, I've been thinking about it, and I'm not sure if it is the height or it's when you try and adjust the seat on a Volvo, on my Volvo, and it adjusts funny. It doesn't just go straight up or down. When you go up, it manoeuvres forward on an angle. So when you lift it up into a comfier position, it shoves your legs into the steering wheel.
Yeah, but that's height, isn't it? You can adjust the front height and height at rear.
But it's like just on an angle on mine. When I tell it to go up, it doesn't just go straight up.
So you're looking at that picture, it doesn't actually look an arc,
forwards enough.
It's just conventional estate cars, V70.
But
nice looking car though.
Oh, it's literally showroom condition. You know what I mean? It's perfect in every respect. Not a single spot on it. And
that's the good thing about that RAV of mine. 22-year-old, it doesn't have a dint on it,
And
rust.
In Volvo terms, the mileage is quite still low. It's about 130,000 now.
Not even running.
No, Volvo.
I knew you were going to say that.
Joel, how long you've had it, Richard?
That one that's me. I've had quite a few Volvos. I had a bit of a thing about them. I've had that about 2.5, 3 years now.
I've had my XC90 just over 18 months.
It has actually different wing mirrors on them. Them are the only thing I changed. I got them fancy ones that track, you know, they track across the indicator.
Tommy says, yeah, we could all do a James Bond ejector seat to get out of any car.
No, but that is the seats, because that car, my mate, a lad who works with us, he has a Volvo V70, and his is higher than mine.
Hi, Pete.
Because mine's the Sport, and mine is lower than his.
So that's why it's a bit lower.
Lower to the
That's
floor.
what I had before XC90. That was my daily driver before XC90.
Yeah, because I've noticed the police one, they seem quite low down as well, don't they?
Because mine is definitely lower than my mate, the lad who works at our place. It's a D5, but it's his
T4 Grand Picasso.
There's different D5 engines. His is a D5 with what I call the black top, and it's something like
right cars in total. But the Volvo 240.
5 horse. Mine's got the silver top.
Mine was 240 GL. My first car ever. It was like driving a yacht. They were a big car.
Volvos is that after that?
C-Max.
Spoiled them.
The worst mistake ever, a Citroen Berlingo van. Hell on earth, which I never got the damn thing. Then I've had
It's got a Berlingo.
what else have I had? I had
This is what I had before.
A lot, you know.
This Qashqai. Then I had a Hyundai Tucson. That was a nice car. And then
Twatty Bollock's got a Qashqai.
And that's the replacement.
No boot room or all. It was crap for boot.
Very nice.
You think the size of the cars is you have a bigger boot? Is that the same colour as one you've got then, Richard?
Is that one? Sorry, that is the one. That's the very one. That's the very one. Yeah.
Oh, you got a step plate to get it in.
That's it. That's what I thought. I thought you can clamber in an air with blooming flipping metal thing, whatever it is there. You know what I mean? That was my theory behind it.
But
when I picked up my Hyundai Tucson, that was right in the middle of the showroom, and I said, "Oh, where's mine then?" He went, "It's that one there," and he opened glass doors.
The thing is, you've got to try it out before you buy it. Well, when I say try it out,
it was reliable, Tommy, but they have a van clutch. They're basically a van fixed into a.
Berlingo is a van.
A lot of people on disability have got them Berlingos because
very heavy on the clutch.
They can fit like a ramp, and you can get either electric, wheelchair or whatever.
For the love of God, do not buy the standard diesel that don't have the turbo. It costs me a fortune to run that stupid bloody car as well.
But yeah, it's the ice-plus engine.
It was just a
That's
standard.
My C4 Grand Picasso.
1.8 diesel.
Bulletproof.
A lot of people have got them Berlingos that are disabled because they're so versatile as regards,
space. She used to have a Zara Picasso, and she absolutely abused that, and it just lasted forever and ever and ever. That were one of them 2.1 HDI engines in them. One of them.
Yeah, I have two common
public cheap. I have a 1.8 petrol.
And myself.
And she abused it and abused it, and she couldn't kill it.
Good car dealer. Right, good Citroen. But for me, it's C2. It's a small one.
I've heard on news about that stabbing in France. The teacher's been stabbed by a.
Oh. It's been awful. Why I don't want to.
Refill.
I've been seeing the rioting going on the French office about when they protest. Jesus Christ, set fighter stuff. Set fighter policeman.
The teacher who was stabbed to death was from a region where I was born, and my mom at the moment is in the town. She's on holiday in the town where the teacher was stabbed. So it's the region where I was born, the southwest of France. And actually, you have no problem in that part of the country. You never have any problem. And so it was a shock. And when my mother texted me this morning saying to me, because it's just blocks away from where she is. And when she texted me, can you hear me?
Yeah.
You're echoing.
Because I hear a noise.
No, I think it's something that's going on in this one here, Prissy, like running water or something.
All right. And the thing is that she can't imagine, because has it ever happened in England, a teacher stabbed to death?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've had school
We're
shootings.
a ridiculously violent country. It's getting pretty bad.
It's getting really violent. but
Knife crime is a major thing over here.
It's a part of France where you never have any problem. That would be here around Paris in the suburb, yes, but not there. I mean, it's like the seaside. It's people surf, they bike, they hike, they. You don't understand. It's
You can't blame the area or the people, really, can you? Somebody's come in and done it, you know.
So I've had a bad hair day just because of that, because I really know the town. I mean, it's like I go on holiday as soon as I can. I go there on a holiday, so it's impossible to even understand.
Yeah, it's coming to terms with, you know, you wouldn't have thought it had happened there.
It's getting weird.
Nothing really shocks you in this country anymore, because we've had it all.
Really. But here, on a daily basis, you have people killed by knife. They get stabbed. It's
that's the one, Pete.
Driving, you get stabbed. In the underground, you get stabbed. It's really getting scary. I mean,
same here.
Yeah, and what Pete says, yeah, you don't say no to nobody, otherwise they'd sooner stab you than.
In big cities, you can understand, but not in small towns. I mean, it's where the hell are we going to? We're straight to a wall.
We're up shit creek without a paddle, and that's worldwide, not just.
So, you know, I mean, it's sort of same everywhere. It's getting same nearly everywhere nowadays. You know what I mean? You know, you think, well, no, like that happened round here.
You know something, Jeanette? This frame as well would work on your bed as well.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to put a photo up for partner. It's a record I saw when I was in Wales. I could not believe it, and I'm going to put it up. Oh, what a classic.
Backwards.
Oh, well, I've never heard of that one. Fate Scudo.
Richard, that one behind it. Oh, Rover SD one.
I was in Wales. That I saw that in Wales about 2 years ago.
That's why we have to do.
It is. I had a neighbour that had about 3 of them in his garden for years and years.
What are they?
3.5 Vitesse.
That's Rover 3500.
Rover.
So we have to do what makes your soul happy. We have to do what makes your soul happy. So for you, Richard, today, it's all about cars.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to grab, as I put on my thing, you have to grab life with short and careless and take one day at a time, and, you know, you never know.
Day by day.
I love my mum to bits, but I'm looking forward to a couple of days off now.
Except when she sends your shopping list through.
She's already getting on her hot water won't come on, so she needs the heating's working, but the hot water isn't. So I got her to send me a picture of the fuse box, and I know which ones it is.
I'll tell you what it might be, Johnny. It might be water pressure, because we had the same problem, and it were our water pressure.
No, it's actually tripped it out. She showed me the fuse box. I know which ones. I said, Mum, flick it up. That's it. She went, I will wait you come tomorrow. I said, Mum, flick the damn switch. But what if I'm left in darkness? I went, Mum, it's a separate circuit. A separate what? I went, oh dear. The one with the yellow button next to it, that's your RCD switch. The next one's just your thing for your shower, your hot water.
What's that a rover?
Should we scared to death to flick this?
Is that a
So I'm
rover?
actually going to label what each one is and show her how to turn one on and off.
So obviously there must be something amiss somewhere for it to trip it out in the
shower earlier, and then it suddenly went cold. But she had it on the hot.
I didn't hear.
Hi, Amjad.
Hi, Amjad.
Hello. Good to see you.
Is in isolation.
He's in something.
What kind of rover was that, Finest?
This is the car Rover never built. V8.
Vintage car.
So you're having to isolate yourself in your mum and dad's room because of Imran.
51-year-old. Not that much.
Oh God, we've got interloper here. Hello.
Hello, the boss.
Can only tell difference between him and his dad is.
Yeah, that's Callum.
Oh,
well,
they all went out on a windy day and it blew off.
They are like two peas in a pod. Yeah. Especially since I've put all Callum's hair off.
You know, if he suddenly went, "You're not my son," you go, bollocks.
Prove it.
You spoke to my daughter Anna when she's in the chat, right?
There's an expression in French. You say he's not from the postman. The child when he looks like the dad.
We say it's not.
Well, I have a daughter that I've never met called Kaya, and she popped up on Facebook with me one day a couple of years ago, and I was talking to her, and she sent me a picture. She just looked like a younger version of Anna, spitting image of her. No denying it whatsoever.
Yeah, the daughter that he didn't know he had.
Yeah, the one that like carrying on with me. We talk, but she only messages me to carry on with me, so it gets a bit repetitive.
Tommy says, "Is it on the immersion tank tripping, Johnny?"
Yeah, well, what it is it's one of those like power shower things. So the actual unit for the power shower things separate to the bathroom. It's not in the bathroom. So when you open the bottom of the cupboard where the electrics and all that, and the bottom of it has a big pump system, that must be for that.
Well, you know when we were having trouble with Arn, Johnny, and when I said water pressure,
she said, "What if it's a fault?" I said, "Well, the worst thing it can do is just trip and back out."
Yeah, that's what them trip switches are there for.
Yeah.
If it's a problem, it just trips like that. Anyway, they fitted us a spaceship in downstairs toilet. And I say it's a spaceship because it's like this round orb thing. And that is all to do with pressure. I forget what proper name for it is. But yeah, because we were getting hot water, but no. First of all, it was got eating, but no hot water. Then they come out to it, and about 2 or 3 weeks later, it was opposite. We got hot water, but no eating.
Not enough pressure.
Yeah, and basically that's when they come out. We call it spaceship in his downstairs toilet because it's just like a grey orb.
The normal pressure of the pipes and increase it, and then
it's basically to increase the pressure so it feeds the radiators as well as the hot water.
Is that the Vauxhall Viva?
You're completely wrong, Johnny. You're totally wrong.
Rover.
What is it?
Rover P6.
I don't know.
It's around here, police cars, blue ones, navy blue ones.
Yep. It was like a British. It was a British DS.
So this is a question to Amjad. He got caught up now.
Yeah, sort of now.
So have you not got to go into college this week?
I'm going back on Friday.
Oh, Friday. So.
What do you study?
Trading ships.
What?
traineeship.
You talk really low, Amjad, haven't you?
I'm on Bluetooth.
Hey, Gordo again.
The not
got
puppy.
Welcome back, Gordo. Oh, it's got the border collie.
Yeah, she.
Oh.
Boo boo.
My last dog was a border collie.
Oh,
look at how she's looking. What have I done wrong?
Like to be on the screen.
Is Ronnie on bed? I can't see because of your chair.
No, he's downstairs.
Oh.
No, she's always been very nervous.
Oh,
when
yeah.
When you pick her up, she pees everywhere. So, yeah, I got a wet leg.
Lovely.
You've got to change your pants, Gordo. Don't forget to turn the camera off.
Otherwise, we will be watching very closely. Huh?
Show off throwing the glasses on. Oh dear, I say. Gordo's just picked little pup up. He says she's very nervous. He says, and when she's nervous, she pees all over the place. He says, I've got a wet leg now.
Dirty girl.
Dirty girl.
He were on about it earlier on, Crypto. It's got to make a few adjustments. So, yeah, he's bought, what were it again, Gordo?
I bought a table
saw, that's it.
Yeah, I'm going to rebuild the whole bib, the whole bib again because I want to put some, because it's missing up too much in the front as well.
Yeah, it's sort of, just getting it, just so. Plus, the heater thing were killing a lot of plants that it put in it as well, in a certain area. So it's it's got some adjustments to make.
Like I said, it's the first time I've tried something like that, so it was a new.
Well, that's it. It's a learning curve, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Learning curve. I like this.
Scotty says he's got a border collie cross with a Kelpie. What's Kelpie?
She's heavy, mine. For a puppy, she's heavy. So, I mean,
Is a Kelpie similar to a border collie? I don't know.
Yeah, Kelpie is a herded dog.
Yeah.
Who's that stranger there?
I hear.
I think he's talking about Amjad.
Tell who that is.
Oh, that's Brissy.
No, I'm gonna bite the one in the corner.
What stranger?
Corner. Which corner?
Amjad?
Got a brown top on.
Brown top. Oh, it's Amjad. Got a brown. I didn't click until he said brown top. Scotty says, "Come on, Brissy, what's a Kelpie?"
It's a working dog.
I'm just getting the bed down. The bed's down now. There's me messing about. I'm knackered.
Sort of similar.
Normally use them to round up sheep.
Oh.
Like a collie.
Well, you see, when going back onto Gordo's Viv, the original plan was we were going to go with Snake at Christmas, but because he's got all these sort of niggly little problems, he's had to postpone it a bit. And we're not talking about like a snake, crypto-sized snake. We're talking like, what were it again, Gordo?
Amazon tree boa.
A boa,
boa. Constrictor.
No. Well, it is a constrictor, but it's a tree boa.
Yeah.
Slender. It's a slender.
Yeah.
But before he can do anything, he's sort of got to get everything just right. Yeah.
I'm going to fiberglass the inside of the bib to make it a bit more watertight.
Now Amjad is in bed.
But yeah, it's one of them things where you can't just chuck your snake in it. It's got to be just right, and yeah, same as it's a tree snake. Yeah, you know, we'd got sort of in one corner it was killing all plants, but like it's got like a misty thing that, you know, and it was sort of, yeah, Pete's put her a link in for helping. Hey?
I'm going to drop out, Jeanette, love. I'm not.
Okie dokie, Johnny. Thanks for popping up.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, see you later. See you later, Johnny.
Thanks, Johnny. Have a good one, mate.
Well,
everybody.
maybe he'll be in the chat.
But, yeah, you know what I mean. It's not one of them things that you can just chuck a snake in. You know, who's gone as well?
Richard.
Oh, Richard, he's probably pressed something.
Ah, Richard.
Yeah.
Finished.
I'm thinking, who's gone now?
He's just done what I did.
What did you do? What did you press?
I don't know.
Wrong button.
That's funny because Brissy has a little of Tim's voice. No? For me, he sounds a little like him. The way he speaks, no?
Not at all.
I don't know.
I don't know who's going to be more insulted, Tim or me.
Picture when I got burgled in Basildon when I was asleep.
Oh dear.
You see him cut side of wagon open. It's pinched all my stuff.
While you were asleep in cab?
Yeah, overnight.
Oh.
They slashed it. They took 4 pallets of hair dryers. There were 4 pallets in there, and they took them box by box. They even left all shrink wrap there, lazy bastards.
Yeah, you know what I mean. It's not the most expensive thing to, you know, pinch.
Because there's a pallet there. You can't see it. I'm pointing at it with my mouse. You can't see that, but there's a pallet just behind my head that had about 70 grand's worth of perfume on, and they never touched that.
So stupid burglars then.
Yeah, they took the hair dryers, which were worth about 25 quid a piece, and you know they were only probably 4 pallets. So
they left the Chanel number 5.
But when I rung up and said to Gaffer, I said, "You're not going to believe this." I said, "I've been robbed outside Argos at Basildon." He said, "For God's sake, they've not touched the perfume, have they?" And I said, "No." I said,
They took the hair dryers.
I can't believe they slept through it all.
Because I was stuck there all day until somebody brought me a new curtain.
Oh dear.
They must have made a right racket.
So they were amateurs then, in other words.
No, there were people from that. Do you remember a few years ago there were a gypsy site and the police have been trying for years to clear it? Something common that we were called.
Oh yeah.
Common. Well, I didn't realise, but that was just the other side of the fence from where I was parked. You know what I mean? I didn't know because I was in Basildon, and obviously I don't know Basildon. It's it's just
so
outside.
chances then. In other words, they were just chances.
Essex, isn't it? I think Basildon. You know, and I just got up in the morning, and that was it. I walked because behind where opposite there was like a bush. I got up about 5:30, busting for a pee. So I went and had a pee at bush, and I turned around and I just went, "What?"
You got a big hole inside of your wagon curtain.
Yeah.
Obviously, they were just chances, Richard. Otherwise, they'd have up with perfume.
You can't see it on the photo, but there's a little hole further down, and they must have gone in the little hole to check what I had on.
What were on your wagon?
And buckets, they've got white emulsion in, so they obviously weren't interested in that. That would emulsion.
Obviously, weren't painter and decorators then. So
they went for what they thought they were the dearest things, the electrical goods, and they left the perfume behind.
You were well. When I say you were lucky, but you were lucky that they nicked off with air dryers and not the perfume.
Correct. The perfume was really expensive. They must have been probably, obviously, most likely they've been men robbing it, and they must have thought bulk of perfume, and they went for hair dryers instead.
Oh dear! Do you know?
Took everyone.
Tommy says, was it a curtain cider with that load? Yeah, things. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's what everybody uses, you know. But
I'm glad he's pretending to sleep.
The thing is, they probably cut the owl because it's like less noisy than anything else.
Oh yeah.
And knew that if they were quiet, that there were less chance of it waking you up.
Yeah, well, they put a thing now. They spray something into your cab to make you sleep heavier.
Bye, Lee.
See you later, Lee. What was that, Prissy? We're at your end.
Bloody stinking crows.
Sounds like noisy ones at best.
Yeah, they are.
I'm glad is snuggling. It's the verb snuggling. Are you? Okay, this is it.
But yeah, it totally sounds like there were chances, and yeah, they wanted a quick in and out job. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's every day that on services, motorway services, somebody gets robbed every single day. You know what I mean? But see, some days I used to carry PlayStation games. I mean, imagine that if they'd have got on back one day when I've had PlayStation. But you're not allowed to park overnight out like that. Anything really super expensive.
Yeah.
Overnight, because people think they're safe on services.
Have you ever had any stowaways, Richard?
No. A woman driver that used to have work with us, she had a burglar on back, and she knew he was there, and she set off with him in back up motorway and phoned police and says, "I've got him on back now. Where do you want me to stop?" Sort of
Good thinking, blinking.
Exactly. Yeah.
She set off, and he couldn't jump off. She was going too fast, so he was stuck on back.
Oh dear.
If you need to ask partners, we can ask any questions we want.
You missed the point.
He doesn't know what to answer.
But
can we ask you any questions?
I don't think that's quite what it means, Joel.
No, I don't know what it means actually. What do you mean?
Well, if you need to ask the question,
you already know answer.
Okay, subtle. It's subtle.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
For me, it's too subtle.
Exactly. Exactement.
But yeah, I just thought for a joke I put I've nabbed the cupcake thief. Well, there's only three of us in that, so it's got to be one of them two.
She tells me she's scared.
But why is she scared? Like, do you know what I mean?
It's just the way she is, isn't it? So when strangers come in the house, she pisses.
Huh?
We are in the private chat.
Who's that talking?
Intimate chat.
Well, John, that's safe for the money.
Yeah. No idea, Tim.
On to BBC News.
Ooh. It's all right. We're just talking about, magnetic G that comes in. Well, I mean, this might interest Brissy, but if I'm the safe when he were magnet fishing, and he's got Are your notes all like plastic now, Chrissy?
Polymer, we were the ones who invented it.
Yeah. Well, anyway, he found a safe, and when they opened it, it's got thousands of dollars worth of Australian
money.
Yeah. So anyway, they went to police with it, and they traced the original owner, and it sort of featured on news about, we'd returned it. I think it had been, they'd had a robbery some years previous. Chris says it's just been on BBC News again. So
it was someone that moved from Australia to England and had a heap of their old currency left over in a safe.
I don't know what the full story is, Brissy, but I know the only thing that was in this safe were a lot of that. I think about $8,000 worth of
it's only worth
money.
Oh, that's not much.
But yeah, he sort of gave it back to rightful owner because he'd been robbed. I don't know the exact story. I can Google it for you.
Brings a new meaning to money laundering.
Well, yeah. It was caked in sludge and all sorts, but it being like this, what I call plastic notes.
Yeah.
Obviously, it stood the
wash off.
Yeah, the thing of time and
exactly. They're UV hardened, everything.
Amjad looks like he's in an hotel. Are you in an hotel, Amjad?
No.
It looks very posh where you are.
Travel lodge.
It looks like you're in an hotel. It's
very
posh.
No.
The price.
Okay. Wait.
Interesting.
Just see if I can. Here, a teenager from Nottinghamshire who fished a safe filled with money from a river says it's the best thing that we have ever found. George Tyndale, 15, was maggot fishing with his dad Kevin in Lincolnshire when he happened upon an astonishing find.
Must have been a hell of a magnet, because safes aren't.
It's got some very strong magnets.
I've been looking them up online. You can get them up to 250 kilos. So
a teenager
you can pull 250 kilos out of the water.
Filled with money from a river says it's the lot. Inside the safe, the pair found 2,500 Australian dollars, equivalent to roughly 1,400. They had discovered the safe in the river with them in Grantham at the beginning of April. It says, according to Lincolnshire Live, it just so happened the money had been swiped from Grantham businessman Rob Everett back in 2000.
Oh, wow. So it's that for a while.
So, yeah. So like
his magnet could raise a Titanic.
They say they had no idea it was hot property at the time. The banknotes survived because they were made from polymer, and George was able to track down Mr. Everett because of his shotgun certificate inside the safe.
Oh.
So, yeah.
On the table as well, didn't you?
Trying to make a fortune there selling that to other countries.
Yeah, he had them down.
Technology.
Luckily, I got them before you.
Did you pick the tree? Did you? Did you pick for the tree?
So yeah, so that's George and his dad, and the returning it to rightful owner.
Oh, nice. Hopefully they got a reward off him.
I was just going to say that. You don't give him a couple of quid for finding it.
Yeah, exactly.
I think they did get a reward, but George has never divulged how much.
No.
I used to have one of them partners. They had a D-Reg one, a CDR. Blue one. Blue CDR. I love that.
Carlton became the Omega.
It says, Mr. Everett said that in addition to giving a small reward to George, he'd he had also promised him a future opportunity at his wealth management firm after learning he was a talented mathematician. So there you go. And the lad's only 16.
Nice.
He's only 16.
Very nice.
Yeah, Scottish. Yeah, Scottish put the link in. It says company magnetic users for magnets. He gets sponsored by them and all sorts. He's got hoodies, he's got t-shirts, you name it.
Oh, right, okay.
They basically sponsor him them because he's bought a lot of his magnets from them. So yeah, it's no, it says they tracked him down through way of a shotgun license that were in the safe with the money. But yeah, it just said that the only reason why these Australian dollars had survived is because they made from polymer instead, you know, basically plastic money, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. That's it.
Right, guys, I'm gonna get going because it's 11:30, and I will see you again on Friday. Thank you for everybody that's come on the panel tonight. Gordo, Brissy, partners. Amjad, Joel, and Richard. So I'll see you all on the next one, guys. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Peace.